2 officers, 1 car, empty highway. At 12:17 a.m., Unit 214 checked in while heading down County Route 6, a quiet stretch of road locals called a blind mile. No streetlights, no cameras, no houses for almost 3 miles. At 12:19, a broken transmission. Static, breathing, then nothing. Dispatch called back twice. No answer. At 12:23, GPS tracking froze. The patrol car stopped moving. Backup rolled out within minutes. Sirens off. Lights off. Standard officer down protocol. They expected a traffic stop gone bad. What they found didn't match any known scenario. The patrol car sat on the shoulder. Engine running. Driver door open. Headlights on. Both officers were gone. No signs of struggle. No blood. No footprints in the dirt shoulder, despite soft ground from earlier rain. Inside the vehicle, the dash cam was still recording, but the footage made no sense. It showed the officers driving, calm, talking about coffee, joking about paperwork. Then, at exactly 12:18, both men turned their heads toward the passenger side window at the same time. Not gradually. Instantly, like they were responding to a command. The video glitched. 3 seconds of distortion. Then the car was empty. Doors open. Engine running. No one exiting the vehicle on camera. No shadows. No reflections. Nothing. Veteran analysts reviewed the footage frame by frame. No edits. No cuts. No tampering detected. And yet, 2 trained officers had somehow disappeared in under 4 seconds. Search teams flooded the area by sunrise. Drones, dogs, helicopters, nothing. Then came the first inconsistency. The K-9 units refused to track. Handlers reported something they'd never seen before. The dogs would approach the patrol car, whine, and back away. One handler said the dog tried to climb into the cruiser instead of following the scent trail out, as if the trail ended inside the vehicle. By noon, the story hit the news. 2 officers missing from locked scene. The department called it a possible abduction, but the evidence didn't cooperate. No tire tracks besides the cruisers. No secondary vehicles caught on nearby highway cameras. No cell phone pings except the officers. Both phones still inside the car. Then came the second anomaly, the body cams. Both were found in the trunk, properly docked, charging. Policy required them to be worn at all times on patrol. Internal Affairs confirmed they had been checked out at shift start. Someone removed them. But when? The dash cam showed both officers wearing the minutes before the signal loss. That meant somehow the cameras were removed and stored after the disappearance, which was impossible. 3 days passed. Then a farmer reported a smell. A drainage culvert half a mile from the road. Both officers were found inside. No visible trauma. No bullet wounds. No stab wounds. No fractures. Autopsies stunned everyone. Cause of death, cardiac arrest. Both men, at the same time. Medical examiners flagged it as statistically extraordinary. Toxicology came back clean. No drugs. No poisons. No gas exposure. Time of death matched the radio silence window within 1 minute. The official story started forming. Freak environmental exposure. But investigators couldn't find any source. No gas leaks. No chemical dumps. No toxins in soil or water. Then a local man came forward. Name, Daniel Cross. Age, 34. Night shift security guard at a closed warehouse 2 miles away. He claimed he saw the patrol car stop. Said a third person approached it from the dark. Dispatch logs showed no pedestrians reported in the area. Cross insisted. He described a tall figure, long coat, no flashlight, walking straight toward the cruiser without hesitation. But his statement changed twice during questioning. Height changed, clothing changed, direction changed. Detectives flagged him unreliable until phone data came back. His mobile device pinged a tower covering County Route 6 at exactly 12:18 a.m. Cross said he was at work. Security cameras at his warehouse had a 12-minute outage that same night. Convenient. Investigators dug deeper. Cross had posted anti-police rants online for years. Violent language, dark jokes. One post read, "Some patrols should never come back." It was written 6 months earlier. He was arrested within the week. The public felt relief. Case solved. But detectives inside the task force were uneasy because there was still no murder weapon, no method, no forensic link, no fibers, no DNA, no prints in the patrol car except the officers. Cross's car showed no soil from the roadside. His clothes tested clean. Prosecutors moved forward anyway. Their theory was bold. Cross used an experimental aerosol cardiac toxin, rare, fast-acting, untraceable after hours. He approached the car, deployed it, removed the officers, staged the scene, then disposed of them nearby. Problem: no such toxin was ever found, or proven to exist. Defense experts called it science fiction. Then the trial twist dropped. Prosecutors introduced a deleted audio file recovered from Cross's phone. Timestamp 12:16 a.m. 2 minutes before radio silence. It was 6 seconds long. Wind noise, footsteps, then a voice whispering. "They see me." Voice analysis said it was Cross. The defense argued contamination. Chain of custody questions emerged. The forensic lab had mislabeled 2 drives during extraction. Evidence handling looked sloppy, but the judge allowed it. Then came the jury shock. Despite the missing method, Daniel Cross was found guilty of double homicide. No weapon, no clear cause, no physical link to the bodies. Conviction based on proximity, behavior, and mysterious audio. Even one juror later said, "We felt he knew something. That was enough." He received life without parole. Case closed, except it wasn't. Because 6 months after sentencing, a retired radio technician reviewed archived dispatch frequencies while training recruits. He noticed something buried under the static from the missing transmission, a layered signal, not interference. A second voice, filtered and enhanced. It revealed a phrase never mentioned at trial: "Stay in the car. They're already here." Not Cross's voice, not either officer. And it came from inside the patrol unit's radio channel, which should have been impossible. Internal review reopened the file quietly. Then another discovery surfaced. At 12:18 a.m., the exact second of the dash cam glitch traffic cameras 10 miles away recorded a patrol car driving through an intersection. Unit number visible. Same unit, same car, same officers. Alive, driving. The timestamp was verified by 3 independent systems, meaning one thing had to be true. Either the disappearance happened in 2 places at once, or the wrong man is in prison, and someone else was in that car. Traffic cameras showed Unit 214 driving across an intersection 10 miles away at the exact second the dash cam showed the officers vanish. Same car, same plates, same 2 officers. Alive, moving. Internal Affairs didn't announce it. They buried it, marked it timestamp anomaly, filed it under equipment error. But one analyst refused to sign off. Her name was Marla Reyes, Digital Forensics, contract specialist, known for never letting glitches slide. She pulled the raw camera packet data, not the exported clip, the original server capture. Timestamp confirmed by 3 independent clocks: City Grid, State DOT server, and GPS satellite sync. All matched, no drift, no corruption, meaning Unit 214 existed in 2 locations at once. That should have ended careers. Instead, it triggered a sealed review. Reyes got access to the unreleased dash cam, but for the corrupted 3-second gap everyone assumed was junk data. It wasn't junk. It was overwritten. Deliberately, not erased or replaced. Hidden inside the distortion were compressed frames layered beneath noise. She rebuilt them manually, frame by frame. What appeared wasn't a glitch. It was a figure, standing outside the passenger window, too close to the glass. Face unclear like motion blur without motion. The officers turned toward it in perfect sync, not startled, not defensive, attentive, like they recognized whoever or whatever was there. Then both men spoke at the same time, Lip read reconstruction later suggested the same two words. You're early. Early for what? Reyes dug deeper. Audio spectrum revealed a subfrequency tone under the radio static, a narrowband burst used in encrypted tactical channels. But this signal didn't belong to police. It matched a federal range. Restricted. Black budget restricted. She flagged it. Her access was revoked the same afternoon. Badge deactivated. Consulting contract terminated. No explanation. That night, someone tried to remote wipe her workstation. She'd already made copies. 3 of them. One went to a journalist she trusted. He called her within the hour. Marla, why does your patrol car have 2 different VIN numbers? She froze. He sent screenshots. Traffic cam zoom enhancement showed the dashboard VIN plate. It didn't match Unit 214's registered vehicle. It belonged to a decommissioned federal surveillance fleet. Different agency. Different department. Officially scrapped 2 years earlier. Now the stakes jumped, because that meant the car at the intersection wasn't just a duplicate. It was a ghost vehicle. The journalist pushed further. Insurance databases. Fleet disposal records. One line item stood out. Vehicle transferred, not destroyed. Recipient field, redacted. Authorization code, Homeland Special Programs Division. No public listing. No budget line. No oversight trail. Reyes went back to the original crime scene photos. Zoomed into reflections. Chrome trim. Side mirror. Windshield glare. In one reflection barely visible was a second patrol car parked nose-to-nose with Unit 214. Not reported. Not logged. Not photographed directly. But there it was. Same model. Same markings. 2 identical units at the scene. She checked radio logs again. That buried second voiced the one saying, "Stay in the car. They're already here." VoicePrint software produced a partial match. Not Daniel Cross. Not either officer. Match confidence. 62%. Employer database hit. Federal Protective Service contractor name sealed. Now the case was upside down. Because if a federal shadow unit was present, Daniel Cross couldn't be the killer. He was a distraction. But why frame him? Then the medical file resurfaced. The autopsy toxicology everyone said was clean? It wasn't. One compound had been marked environmental artifact and excluded. Reyes sent it to an independent lab. Result came back in red. Experimental neuromuscular suppressor. Aerosolizable. Fast-acting. Undetectable after 8 hours without targeted screening. Exactly the theoretical toxin prosecutors claimed but said didn't exist. It did exist, and only one contractor manufactured it, for classified field immobilization, used in covert captures, not murders. Captures, meaning the officers weren't supposed to die. They were supposed to be taken alive. That explained the synchronized cardiac collapse, overdose, or interaction. Something went wrong. Then came the bombshell. The journalist received a leak from inside the prison system. Daniel Cross had been attacked twice not by inmates, but by a corrections officer. Same officer both times. Both incidents caught on hallway cam. Both reports labeled camera malfunction. The officer's prior job? Private security. At the same warehouse Cross worked. Same shift. Same night. Cross wasn't random. He was connected. Reyes visited Cross in prison under legal pretext. He looked terrified, not angry. Not defiant, terrified. His first words. They told me if I talked, the road would happen again. She didn't prompt him. He kept going. I wasn't there to hurt them. I was there to watch the handoff. Handoff. Not ambush. Not attack. Handoff. Cross said he'd been paid cash to confirm when the patrol unit entered the blind mile. That was it. Just a spotter. He never expected anyone to die. Who hired you? Reyes asked. Cross swallowed hard. Badge, he said. He showed me a badge. Description matched the partial VoicePrint contractor. Then Cross dropped the line that detonated the timeline. There were 4 officers in the car when they left. 4, not 2. He insisted. 2 in front, 2 in back. Unmarked tactical uniforms. No nameplates. No body cams. That matched the reflection image. Second car, second team, which meant the dash cam glitch didn't show a disappearance. It showed a swap. Extraction team enters. Original officers removed, replaced by doubles. But why? 3 days later, Reyes got the answer from the coroner's assistant who handled intake. He'd stayed silent out of fear. Until now, the men in the culvert, he said, their fingerprints matched, their dental matched, but their shoulder scars didn't. Both officers had documented old injuries from academy training accidents. Neither body had them. They weren't the same men. They were biometric matches surgically altered or genetically similar, but not the originals, which means the buried officers were substitutes, stand-ins, and the real officers, still missing, alive or contained. Reyes prepared to publish everything. Video frames, toxin report, VIN mismatch, fingerprint anomaly. But before the story went live, the journalist site went dark. Server seizure warrant, national security clause. That night, Reyes received a single text from an unknown number. You're reviewing the wrong disappearance. Attached was one image. Dash cam frame enhanced further than her version. The blurred figure at the window now sharp, wearing a patrol uniform. Name tag visible. Officer Hale, one of the dead officers, standing outside the car, looking in at himself.